I get a grande pumpkin cream cold brew?
Of course, what else for you?
That will be it.
All right, thank you. Your total is $5.13.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a day in my life. I am so excited to be filming today. I am just going to bring you along throughout my day and just kind of show you a typical day in my life as a virtual teacher right now. I thought I would show you my outfit of the day. Kind of got a little denim on denim action going on. I'm just wearing these Rockstar skinny jeans from Old Navy. This belt, I believe I got off Amazon. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. Then I'm just wearing this blue kind of like denim-y shirt. I have had this for a really long time, so if I can find a similar one, I'll link it down below. And then I'm just wearing these sandals that are from Amazon as well. And yeah. I got my hair cut a couple days ago, so it is a lot shorter than I'm used to. It probably doesn't even look that short to some of you, but it's definitely short to me because over the last year my hair got really long. It was almost down to my hips, and especially when it's curled like this, it looks even shorter. But I was just kind of wanting a change, and so I like it. Oh, I also wanted to show you guys a couple anchor charts that I've added or started adding to my classroom. I am hanging them from the ceiling with a paper clip, and then I just laminated them, and I'm planning to eventually put them kind of like all over my classroom. I really love that look. It just really shows what we've been learning, and I love that, so I'll go ahead and show you. So as you can see, this is just our wall in the back, the student center. I am hanging them in front right here, so I just have little paper clips. I punched a hole in the top and then put a paper clip through them, and then just hung the paper clip on the ceiling tile. So we have our fiction versus nonfiction. We have our text connection anchor chart, and then I also just ran these through our laminator here at school. It just makes them a little bit more durable and they last longer. And then I stuck another one to the back of them just to use more space. So then we have our rhyming words anchor chart and our story elements anchor chart. So I'm hoping to eventually put another two over there, maybe another two over there, and then eventually have them hanging all over. Also, I got a cute new sign I wanted to show you guys. A little welcome sign outside my front door. I thought that was just like a cute touch. So I figured I will go ahead and just take you throughout my entire day, step by step, to show you exactly what I do. So it's around 7:30. I usually get here between 7:15 and 7:30, and our school day starts at 8. And the first thing I do is just kind of set up my little desk area, and then I just log on to my computer, my laptop right here, and I did my slides last night. So right now I don't have any prep at all in the morning, which is really nice. I literally just turn on my computer and I'm ready. And since I make my slides, I go over them a bunch, so I really know what I'm doing when the day starts. Whenever we're in person, that will be very different. I know when I taught in person last year, it was more like I would have to go over my plans in the morning again. So we'll see what prep I have whenever we're in person, which, by the way, if you didn't watch my last vlog, we are set to go back back in person in 2 weeks. We're going back to a hybrid model where they are phasing in preschool through 2nd grade first. If that goes well, then they'll phase in 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And then if that goes well, they'll phase in middle school and high school. So I'm really excited to be a part of that first phase. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. So I'll definitely be documenting that whole process because it will definitely be a big change for me, considering I have been working from home and working on a computer for the past month, and I haven't actually met some of my kids in person at all. So that'll be really fun. By the way, guys, I got a pumpkin cream cold brew, if you saw that I ordered this morning. It's really good, but if you guys know, I've been trying to drink less caffeine, and this, actually I'm pretty sure the cold brews have like double caffeine in it, so I don't know why I did that, but I've always wanted to try these because I've always heard that they're super good, and so it is really good, but I'm hoping it doesn't make me like bounce off the walls today. Okay, so I will go ahead and show you our plans for today. So you guys have seen this many times before. I changed up some of the fonts and stuff on it, but for the most part, it's the same. So every day we go over what day it is, the date, and we have a question of the day, which they answer during share time. And then I usually play this timer before class, but I also come back to it many times throughout the day when we're coming back from break. I go back to this slide and I play this timer when we have 5 minutes till we come back from break. Then the first thing we do is we watch our morning announcements, which our principal and assistant principal make for us to watch every day, and we go over our pride promises, is what our school calls them, which are over here. It's just a call and response. And so I just hyperlinked the announcements to this right here, so all I have to do is click that. When we come back, we talk about our class teams and how the kids can earn points for rewards. So we go over all that, and I make sure to go over that every morning just because I feel like it inspires the kids to participate and answer questions and work really hard whenever you remind them, oh yeah, I can earn points today and like earn a reward. And a lot of them are up to like 15 and 20 points. So, so far all my kids have been saving their points. I'm not sure if they're saving it to have lunch with Miss Campbell or for the 30 minutes of technology time, but we'll see. Then after we talk about our teams, we go right into share time. So first they answer the question of the day, and then they are allowed to share a quick thought with the class, and then we talk about what it means to be a respectful listener. I really wanted to do this because when we go back in person, we have a share time, and it's always a hectic part of the day because the kids transition to the carpet, the kids are allowed to share whatever they want, and you know, it's just one of those times where you really have to nail down those classroom management procedures. So I want to start nailing them down now. So every single day we go over what it looks like to be a respectful listener, what it looks like to be a respectful sharer, and stuff like that. Then we go into our read aloud, and today I am reading this book called When We Stayed Home by Judith A. Proffer. I was actually sent this book and I'm so excited to read it. It's all about the pandemic and how we are staying home just to be safe, and I'm really excited to read it to my kids because obviously it's pretty relevant right now. Next we go into reading. These are what all of my like content slides look like. They're mainly for me. My kids don't look at them very long. I pretty much just look at them. I tell them our learning goal of the day, and I just say, today's learning goal, we're going to learn how to ask and respond to relevant questions. And then down here, this is more for me to know what we're doing next. So I know that we're going to go into the essential question, and then we're going to read this book. So then we're going to talk about this question, how do living things get what they need to survive? Basically going to be having a conversation about this question for the next few weeks, and basically just learning how to have a proper discussion and how to ask questions and answer questions and stuff like that. So this is the book we're going to read, and then we're going to watch a movie, or not a movie, but a video over it. And so I just hyperlinked the video to that. And then every day we practice our reading stamina, which again, I find really important for when we come back into the classroom because I want my kiddos to be able to read independently for at least 15 to 20 minutes. So we've been practicing that. Of course, it's different over the screen because I can't really tell if they're distracted or not, but I just tell them the importance of practicing their reading stamina and reading as long as they can with no interruptions. And so I kind of track it. This is from the other day, but I'll erase these X's and then retrack it. So when they've read for 5 minutes, minutes without interruptions, I'll put an X there, and then we just talk about like how amazing it is that they went 15 whole minutes reading without interruptions, which I think is going to definitely be beneficial when we come back in class. Then we have our first break, and our break is about 45 minutes long. I just put this like funny picture there because my kids really love it. Then when we come back, we are doing writing. So we're kind of going back. Our reading and writing curriculum is all intertwined. So when we come back, we're going to be practicing writing our questions to that book. And then we give them a little writing prompt. Then after writing, we go to lunchtime, and we're really lucky right now, which I am definitely going to miss it when we go back in person. We have an hour-and-a-half lunch right now, which is so nice. When we come back, we'll probably have like a 20-minute lunch, so that's going to be a slap in the face when we come back. So I'm going to enjoy it while I can. So I just keep this slide up there, let them know we come back at 11:40, and so far my kids have been so good at coming back on time. Then when we come back, we go into science, and we're learning about different habitats right now. We're going to read this book called I Wanna Iguana, and we kind of just talk about what we think the book will be about first. We talk about what an iguana is, because we're learning all about plants and animals right now. And then after the book, we talk all about the book. So I literally just ask them all these questions, and we just have a discussion over the book. And then we go into this video, so we learn more about different habitats. And then the kiddos have an animal habitat match-up activity, which is on Seesaw for them to turn in, and this is more independent work. I'll go over it with them, but then they will have 15 minutes or so to do it on their own. After that, we have a brain break, and I just hyperlink a Go Noodle video on here. And every day we just do a different Go Noodle video just to break up all the content work because they get a little restless by the end of the day. Then after the brain break, we have our Foundations, and Foundations is our phonics curriculum. So I just hyperlinked our lesson plans because I have a slideshow for this onto that picture. Then after Foundations, or I guess after we do that slideshow, they have an activity to do on Seesaw, which is hyperlinked to Seesaw right there. We are doing some assessments right now, some online assessments, and so right now I'm meeting with one kid at a time to assess them. We are doing our ORF testings right now, which if you don't know, that stands for Oral Reading Fluency. It's just to test their reading abilities, and so it's been kind of a pain to do it online, but I'm pretty much done. I only have 2 kiddos left to do today. After that, they have free choice time, which technically during this, they are going to have free choice time while I meet with one kid at a time, but then we'll have free choice time for about a half hour, and then that's pretty much the end of the day. After free choice time, we go into our end of the day positives. We end the day on a positive note, and then a dancing note, which is always their favorite part of the day. And yeah, that is pretty much the whole day. Everybody, it's so good to see you guys. How are you guys doing this morning? Can I get a thumbs up? Are we doing good? Happy Monday, everybody. Can you all see Miss Campbell's screen? Thumbs up if you can see Miss Campbell's screen. Yes? I see some tired faces this morning. Why are we so tired? Let's wake up. It's Monday. It's a new week of 2nd grade. We're going to have a good week this week. All right, so let's have some fun today. Today is Monday, and it's October 5th. Our question of the day today is, what is your favorite food? So be thinking about that. Whenever we go into share time, you will get to share what your favorite food is. Oh, let's practice our pride promises this morning, okay? I will have a positive attitude.
I will have an attitude of gratitude.
Awesome. I will show enthusiasm.
My desire
All right, good job, guys. Miss Campbell's going to pull sticks this morning for share time, so let's see who's first.
favorite food is vegetable is probably broccoli, but my favorite food is pancakes.
Okay, so pancakes and broccoli. Interesting.
My favorite food is an acorn squash.
An acorn squash?
It's a type of squash.
Do you eat a lot of squash at home?
Carrots.
Carrots and squash? Wow. Okay. You guys are not answering what I thought you would answer. I thought I would hear chips and pizza and candy, but instead you guys are saying salads and squash and carrots and broccoli. I am impressed. We got some. The book that we are going to be reading is called When We Stayed Home. Behind the polka dots, this is my story of when we stayed home and even visited my neighborhood. We stayed home to help the helpers. And when we stayed home, we became helpers too. That's me, a super helper. All right, so how did you guys like that book? What did you guys think of that book? Does anyone want to share their thoughts on that book? So for reading, our learning goal today is I can ask and respond to relevant questions, and I can develop and apply effective listening skills. I have a question for all of you that I want you guys to start thinking about, okay? I want your brains to start moving. I want you to start thinking about an answer to this question. All right, guys, it is now 9 o'clock, which means we are on our first break. So right now I am looking over my plans for writing today, which we will do when we come back. I have been struggling a little bit, I'm going to be honest, with our school curriculum. We use the benchmark curriculum, if you have heard of it, and it is super advanced, and we were told ahead of time that it can be pretty hard compared to curriculum we've used in the past, but my kiddos are just pretty behind. I mean, they had their first grade year cut short, so they're extra behind because of that. And so for me to be giving them advanced material, it's not working out. I really need to start from scratch with them, and yeah, so I've been struggling trying to use this curriculum but having to differentiate it for majority of my class, and yeah, so that's just reality. Sometimes it's just not going to work for your class and you just have to adjust it to meet the needs of your students. So yeah, I will be going over this, and then I also just got a package from the office. We have a print shop at our district has a print shop, so you can just send whatever you need printed off their way, and they will print it for you and deliver it to your classroom, which is really awesome. So I have been meaning to get my data binders organized for when we come back. So as you see, they printed off a bunch of papers for me, which was super awesome of them. They even like stapled them all together in the sections that I had. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that print shop because it comes in handy when you have bulk things that need to be printed. So I am going to probably spend the next half hour or so getting my data binders together and just preparing for whenever we come back from break. Alright, pro tip, if you have not tried this before, you definitely need to. You guys just saw me. I was tracing an anchor chart on the smartboard. So basically you just project your computer screen on the smartboard, and I just pulled up an anchor chart. You can Google pretty much any anchor chart. I just did 2 anchor charts. I just did one with money and then one over odd and even numbers, which I will show you. So I just did this anchor chart. I had these coins printed out at the print shop. This was something that came in today. And so I really wanted a big visual in our classroom of the coins and how much they are worth each. So I did this one, and then I did odd and even numbers on this side. So I found this anchor chart on Google, super cute, even Steven and odd Todd. It says that everyone has a partner if they're even. And I just loved how concrete this was, and I think this will be a really good review for our odd and even numbers. So I'm going to laminate this and then hang it up either over here, or I might hang it up in the middle, like right there. I'm still trying to decide. All right, I went ahead and hung up these anchor charts. Right here, I decided to do it kind of in the middle. The light was there, so it's a little uneven, but I'm really excited to get this room full of anchor charts. So we have the coins on one side, and then we have our odd and even numbers on the other side, and it's easier to read back here than it's coming across on camera. But yeah, I really love having these here. I just love showing what we're learning in the class, and it's really good for them to be able to reference it as well. Today, we are going to practice forming a question. So I know a lot of the times we have questions in our brain, right? But we need to learn how to form them into a sentence on a piece of paper. You need to make sure that your question is a complete sentence. It is using correct spelling and punctuation, right? We're going to be reading this book, I Want an Iguana. So what do we think this book is about? When we make an inference about what the book is about, it kind of means we make a guess. Think he's getting an iguana for his birthday? Wow, okay, these are all really good guesses. So we can make a lot of guesses based on what the cover of a book looks like, right? So now we're going to go ahead and read the book, I Want an Iguana, and we're going to learn about what an iguana is. And when we come back, I'm hoping that you guys will be able to tell me what an iguana is and what all happens in this book. All right, I want to see everybody's tappers up. Let me see your tappers. Ready? Ah. Pat. Good. See your tappers. If we change that T to an N, we get P, E, N, pan. What do we notice happened to that A sound? Okay, it is the end of the day, and I have been working on something while the kiddos had their free choice time that I wanted to show you. So I posted about this over on my Instagram, so if you follow me there, you definitely saw this first. I will leave my Instagram linked down below, but I have been working super hard on creating my student data binders. So I just created this little title page on PowerPoint, super simple, and then whenever you open it up, it has some extra copies over here, and then I have all my students' information over on the right, and it's just labeled by their student numbers. I got this product off of Letters from Fourth TPT, so I will show you inside. So each section has a subsection. So the first section is a personal section, so like personal goals. There's attendance goals and behavior goals, and this one they can fill out, which I think will really come in handy. And then the next one is reading. So the next section is reading. I can record how many books they're reading per month and their test scores. There are many different pages on Letters from Fourth product, but I chose this graph page to keep track of their test scores because I feel like it's a little bit more concrete. And so I'm really excited to use that. Then also in the reading section has a word work section, so I will be assessing my kiddos on each of these words, these sight words. The next section is math. So again, it has the same test score graph to keep track of their scores. And I will use the same for science. So the last two sections are science and social studies, which again just have these trackers in here to record their test scores. So as you can see, I have the exact same section for every single kiddo, which I will try to do my best to record every single month to keep track of all of their test scores and data. I didn't have a data binder of any sort last year. I realized really quickly when I started that I needed one, but since it was so crazy hectic coming in mid-year and all, I just didn't have time to make one. So I knew that was something that I wanted to do this year. So when I found that product on TPT by Letters from Fourth, I was really excited. And it was a lot of work just because if you see her product, it's a really big bundle and there's a lot of different types of sheets to pick from. So I went through and picked out which sheet I wanted for each sub content area, so math, science, reading, social studies, and then I had to go through, and for each of my kids I had to put each of those in their sections. So it took me probably over an hour to get it all together, not mentioning printing and copying all of it, but I definitely think it will be worth it to have, and I will keep you guys updated on how I use it and how I like it, and maybe if there's some that I end up using more than others, or if I end up going back and using different data tracker worksheets that came in the bundle. This is my first time recording data like this, but I'm really excited about it, and I just wanted to show you guys in case you were looking for the same thing. Definitely check out Letters from Fourth. I will leave her product linked down below. So like I said, it is the end of the day. It was a really good day. I hope I got enough footage for you guys. I tried to record as much as possible, but as you know, teaching online is pretty crazy and there's just always a lot going on. And so I'm actually about to go to the gym. I'm about to leave work. It's 2:35. I packed my gym clothes, and so I was gonna change in the classroom, but I hate walking out in the hallway in my gym clothes. I just feel so weird. I'm like, I don't want you to see what I look like in leggings and a tank top. So I'm just going to change at the gym. I have my tennis shoes and everything in the car. So yeah, let's head to the gym. Alright guys, I just made it home. Sorry for like the really weird glare in the blinds. I just went to the gym, as you guys saw, just made it home, showered. Now I'm all comfy and cozy. My favorite part of the day when I get home and I get to just relax on the couch, except I am about to sit down and plan for tomorrow. That's usually what I do if I don't get to planning at school, because usually I just don't want to stay after. I'll come home and plan. It doesn't take me long, maybe 30 minutes like I said before. So I'm going to sit down, plan, play with Nala, cuddle a little bit, and honestly just relax for the rest of the night. Cook some dinner at some point. But yeah, I'm going to just end the vlog here because that was a day in my life. That's as real as it gets, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy, so I know you like it and I can film more videos like this. And hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already subscribed. It really supports my channel, and I will be seeing you guys soon. Bye.